Last season, Harvard pulled off one of the biggest upsets of the tournament, defeating New Mexico, and today they pulled off an upset over Cincinnati. Welcome in. I'm Prim Siripipat alongside college basketball reporter Eamon Brennan. So, Eamon, you got to give a lot of credit to Harvard, but Cincinnati, when you look at the final minute and a half, they got called for an offensive foul. They also turned the ball over. So what happened to the Bearcats today?
Yeah, I came in thinking that Harvard would have a really tough time against Cincinnati's defense. It was a really popular upset pick, and I didn't really see it. Harvard's been a good team all season, but that's, defense has never really been their strength. They've needed to score, and Cincinnati's defense was so good all season long. I figured that plus Sean Kilpatrick would figure out a way to get the job done. But it didn't happen, particularly, I think, because Harvard's defense was really good, and Cincinnati has struggled a bit on the offensive end. If Sean Kilpatrick can't get it going or if he's turning the ball over, I think what really happened is Cincinnati got in a bit of a hole to start the game. They never got it going offensively. They never made that big run. They were just kind of chipping away. And it was a close game down the stretch, and they made a couple of big turnovers, had a couple of a charge call late in the game on Kilpatrick, which was a big call. And when they got an out-of-bounds call late in the game, after an official review, turned it over right away and lost the opportunity to get a bucket back there. So, it's a tough way for Sean Kilpatrick to end his career at Cincinnati because he had a great career and a great season this season. But Harvard's a really good team, and they've been good all year long.
One's career cannot be defined by just one game or even one loss. So you talked about Harvard getting off to a great start. They went into that break up by 7. They shot 50% from the field in the first half. So what's going to be key for them moving forward?
I think keeping up the same level of defense. I think they're really smart on the offensive end. They don't turn the ball over very well. It was hard to get a feel for them for most of the year because, they started off early in the season. They were everyone's, sort of favorite mid-major pick. And back in October when we were kind of scanning the landscape, they lost by 6 points at UConn, and then a couple weeks later lost at Florida Atlantic, which was not a good team, and that was a bad loss. So everyone kind of lost the thread with Harvard. But they dominated the Ivy League, and the Ivy League was bad. It was kind of hard to figure out how good they were, how well they were playing down the stretch. But they're really good in a variety of ways. Siyani Chambers is a great point guard. They have great guard play in general. And it's a pretty deep physical team. They're experienced seniors and sophomores, and just a really nice mix. So, Harvard's a really interesting team for the winner of that Michigan State-Delaware game in the first round.
Not a lot of people were giving Harvard the credit that they deserved. I mean, you consider Harvard is the first Ivy League team to win a game in back-to-back NCAA tournaments. So you consider that. But President Barack Obama, he had Harvard, but that's his alma mater. Keep it logged on to ESPN.com as March Madness continues. For Eamon Brennan, I'm Prim Siripipat.